Today we're just out riding around here in Pennsylvania. Right now we're entering Parker Dam State Park.
This lake they used as a splash lake when they logged in the 70s and 80s, and then after they were done logging, the state took it and turned it into a state park, which is a nice state park. This is how they would have made the log slide. You look at that, and that was all hand chipped out. So that was the log slide.
They do have camping here at Parker Dam State Park.
But look, right up here where we're at, it looks like electricity only right here. I see no water whatsoever. Well, the CCC's got supposedly a museum down here, so we're going to go see if we can find that.
They have all kind of activities here. Like this evening, they're going to have kids fly fishing classes this afternoon. They have a beach area.
She had a fish in her net.
So Franklin D. Roosevelt proposed to create the Civilian Conservation Corps to be used in simple work. More important, however, that the materials gained will be the moral and spiritual values of such work. So we're here at the Civilian Conservation Corps Museum. We're going to check it out. There's the dam part of the lake. Another view of the lake. Born at our nation's lowest point, the CCC rebuilt a land and its people. We all owe thanks to the thousands of men who helped build Pennsylvania's parks and reforest its hills. Beginning late in 1929, the Great Depression was a desperate time for the economy of the United States. The stock market crashed and unemployment reached record highs. Elected in 1933, President Franklin D. Roosevelt acted quickly to start relief. 37 days after inauguration, the first enrollee signed into the Civilian Conservation Corps.
CC crews used bulldozers and graders like these to construct roads and dams in the 1930s. Such early facilities were an important foundation to the present-day recreational opportunities available here at Parker Dam and many other places across the country. You look at the rock work they did, the CCC, which is pushing almost 100 years now. Not quite, we're a few years short. Somebody's been busy cutting firewood, holy cow.
So we're still on our way to the Elk County Visitor Center here in Pennsylvania. Keep going through all these little villages.
Look like old logging or mining towns or something.
Some of them are really cute.
Some of them are really old.
So we are here heading up to the Winslow Elk viewing area and the Elk County Visitor Center. Vivian Elk will cross the road in front of us.
Okay, here we go. They're open daily 8 to 8. We parked and got out of the truck. It started raining pretty good, so we grabbed our ponchos and ran and got under the little shelter here, and I was still trying to get mine on my head. Which one's the head?
Welcome to the Elk Country Visitor Center. It looks like we have a great group tonight. And welcome back, George, Nicole, and Joel. I hear you've become regular visitors to Elk Country.
My name is Nicole, and that's my brother, Joel. And this is our granddad. Joel and I come up from the city to visit him in the woods, but recently, we've been coming more often.
Yeah, they've been visiting a lot lately. I think they've come to love the mountains and the forest almost as much as I do.
It's been a while since we got together last. Do you remember what we learned then?
I still remember the first time I saw a giant bull elk. I couldn't believe it. It was during the rut and I was fascinated by their behavior. Wow, now I'm something like you, Molly.
Elk behavior is my specialty. But the story of elk in Pennsylvania is a much bigger story.
It is a bigger story. Elk are part of nature with a capital N, and so are we. To understand what that means, we need a little history. Elk in Pennsylvania go way back, thousands of years. But it was in the 1870s that the eastern woodland elk became extinct. It was a combination of overhunting and habitat loss.
But we have lots of elk today. What happened?
Between 1913 and 1926, 177 Rocky Mountain elk were live trapped at Yellowstone National Park, loaded on a train, and shipped to Pennsylvania. The reintroduction was a program of the Pennsylvania Game Commission, and it worked out well. Today we have an elk herd that is spread out over 1,000 square miles in 10 counties.
But why here? What's so special about this place?
To answer that question, we have to take a hike and check out the local habitat.
Okay, let's go.
Of course, the things elk like to eat is to thrive, and that's a problem. So where do you think you might find a lot of grass to eat?
A meadow?
Good, but I think these cows would call it a playground. On the other hand, an elk biologist would call it an herbaceous opening. Look over there. Those elk are grazing in a special area called a forage plot. Forage plots are herbaceous openings, sometimes on the clean straight lines, that have been planted with the grasses that elk like best, timothy and winter wheat, and annuals like forage oats, and legumes like clovers.
When you were kids,
They have a
I used to take you
4D
on my hunting cabin.
video here you can watch, and it's very, very interesting. Now we're going to walk down the Vista Trail here. I don't think we really see anything right now. We'll probably be out later this evening, but we've got a lot more places we'll end up going today. Well, we thought we'd walk this way and see what we see, if anything.